for question number 1, do you think that people should use social media and exercising their freedom of speech? For me, yes, since na ay klase-klase nga application that suggests, nag-invite sila for users nga mag-post ito sa ilang mga thoughts or rants. But I think there must always be a limitation. So if you wanna express yourselves in a certain application, know your limits. Make sure nga wala kayo na-step in nga ubang tao or natatapakan ng ibang tao, wala kayo na-hurt or wala kayo na-betray. So that's it. For me, yes, there is people can use social media in expressing or in expressing themselves or speaking, pero make sure that it can cause good or it can cause positivity o dili siya maka-hurt or maka-debate sa ibang tao.
So hi, I am Jonami Entandus and I am a resident from Barangay Salitiasin, Kapsalan, Zamboanga, Cagayan.
So good morning, ma'am. So my first question is that do you think that people should use social media and exercising their freedom of speech?
So yeah, freedom of expression is a fundamental human right. Since we are now living in the 21st century, where we are surrounded by different technologies, and the use of social media is actually the best way to exercise our freedom of speech and express ideas and opinion in a comfortable manner. So I can say that freedom of expression is the lifeblood of democracy.
Good morning, ma'am, and thank you once again for saying yes to my request. So now, please state your name and where are you from?
Thank you for asking me to interview. So I'm able to call. I'm from Umayaw, Pangasinan, Sambuanga. So I'm gonna ask you some questions. So the first one is that what should be the limits of freedom of speech? When you say freedom of speech, in Philippine Constitution, we don't have actually limits. However, we should be responsible in exercising our freedom of speech. We can say anything on social media, anywhere, because that's our freedom. However, we need to be responsible and we need to take charge of every word or post in social media. Will be right, because again, we are the one who are responsible for our action. Thank you.
For number 2, what should be the limits of freedom of speech in social media or sa mga limitation? So para sa kuha, we can always, just like what I have said kanina, we can always use social media in expressing ourselves, but make sure to put limit on it. For example, we are giving or natay mga political views since election naman ron. So kung natay political views and we wanna support a certain politics, then pwede ta mag-istorya or atong thoughts, pwede na tayo post atong thoughts towards politics, but dili ta pwede man-degrade og lain politics or mag-put down yung lain politics. So that is the limitation. Or pwede ta mag-post dito about our feelings towards other people, or if ever natay kaaway sa atong mga friends or kinsa man, then siguro we can say that we are sad right now or we are feeling down right now, but dili ta pwede mag-put sa ato ang personal issues sa social media. There is a limitation.
So the second question is, what should be the limits of freedom of speech in social media?
So the limits on free speech are rooted in the principle that we are not allowed to harm others to get what we want, and freedom of speech should be limited to avoid or prevent discrimination, fraud, inhuman or degrading treatment. So that's all. Thank you, ma'am.
Hi, I'm Angelica Samdani, college student from Zamboanga. For that question, maybe for me, it depends on the situation because we know social media can bring good and bad effects. But what it means by accountable? Being accountable means to be responsible on your own and able to justify other people's actions. But when we say freedom of speech and being accountable, like we say other people tell you what you can do or cannot do, that's not what we call freedom. So, we people, we should know our limitations in social media. Either we have freedom of speech, but we will always have respect and be responsible for. Thank you.
Last question is that should we hold people accountable to misuse or abuse of social media and exercising their freedom of speech? Yes, they should hold themselves accountable because even though it's their freedom, they should be held accountable of their actions because we are still bounded by law, by rules and regulations here in the Philippines. We still have laws about the freedom of speech. We still have laws about social media, even though we have that sort of freedom here. Unlike to other countries, like in the Western or in the Eastern countries, they have a lot of limitations. However, we as Filipinos should think and we should be more responsible. So thank you for your